this is Anu and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today we are doing a super cute tutorial. Spring is around the corner. It's about time. I am ready for spring, are you? And today I am sharing with you a super cute spring flower filled blanket. So I made it for my niece, so it's a baby blanket. You can of course make it for whomever you want. You can make it smaller, you can make it bigger, you can make it a California king size bed if you want, but I am going to take you slowly but surely through it, show you how to create the granny, because this is made out of granny squares. You make many of them. I made 135 of them to create my baby blanket. Then I will show you how to assemble it. I will show you how to create the border, and voila, and I hope you will like it. Today, not only are you going to learn a new granny, which is super cute, you're going to learn the technique I use to assemble the grannies together while making a kind of 3D seam, and you're going to learn how to make a double-sided border and a border with kind of little pom-poms. So wow, get you covered, huh? Here it is, it's right there next to me. It is gorgeous. I asked my mother-in-law to line it because I don't know how to sew, you know that. So if you know how to sew, you can even put fleece on the other side. Yes, it's made out of 135 little granny squares, so it's something repetitive that you can make while watching TV. It's not hard at all. What stitches do you need? Chain, single crochet, half double crochet, and that's it. That is it, my friends. So it is beginner friendly as well, and you get better and better at making the grannies. You don't have to think about, you know, after 2 or 3 you can do it almost with your eyes closed. If you are not subscribed to my channel, don't hesitate to do so. It is totally free. Click on the subscribe button. Don't hesitate to click on the little bell so you will be notified every time I post something new. What else? My social media address is there, my blog address is there, where you have all the written patterns. All my videos have a pattern that is associated with the tutorial for visual learner. If you would rather have it on a written pattern, this is the address. And of course, whenever I make a garment, there are so many different sizes that can be found there, so it's a very good source of things. Don't hesitate to come and see me on my Instagram as well, and I think I am going to have some giveaways also in the month of April, and I think that's it. In the meantime, take care of each other, enjoy creating your beautiful blanket, and I'm looking forward to see you in April. Tata for now. For this tutorial, you will need 3 skeins of yarn from the brand Red Heart. This is the unforgettable yarn, and I chose the color Tidal for most of my blanket, and then for the rest, for the splash of color, I had 1 skein of Whimsical, same yarn, Unforgettable Red Heart. For the borders and the assembly, I used 2 skeins of yarn from the brand Barocco, and it's the Comfort in Cream. You will also need some scissors and a tapestry needle, as well as a crochet hook, 3.5 millimeter. Take your crochet hook and your yarn and make a magic circle. Chain 3, and inside your magic circle, make 11 double crochets. The first chain 3 will count as your first double crochet. So in total, you will have 12 double crochets inside your magic circle. Pull on your end yarn to close the magic circle, and you're going to slip stitch with the first on top of the first chain 3 you had made. Your first round is made. Chain 1. In that same stitch, you're going to make a single crochet, and you're going to single crochet all around, In total, you will have 12 single crochets. And that's your second round. Once you have 12 double crochets, you slip stitch with the first on top of the first single crochet you had made. Chain 1, make a single crochet in that same stitch and then chain 2. Skip a stitch, make a single crochet in the next and chain 2. Skip a stitch, make a single crochet, chain 2, and that is what you're going to do all around your third round. You will have 6 little loops. The last stitch will be in the first single crochet you had made. And it's going to be a slip stitch. Now you're going to work inside the first loop. Slip stitch, chain 3. 3 will count as your first double crochet. Around that same chain 3, make 2 more double crochets. Then you're going to chain 2. You're going to make 2 double crochets. And then you're going to make a chain 3. And you're going to slip stitch still in that same, around that same chain 3. Then you're going to go to the next chain 3. You're going to slip stitch around the chain 3. Make a chain 3, 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, chain 3, slip stitch around that same chain 3, and you're going to repeat this 4 more times, and I will meet you at the end of your 4th round. And yes, we are creating petals. I absolutely love how this beautiful yarn is changing color without you having to do anything. And this is what makes this blanket so special, because you're just going to make flowers and flowers and flowers, and they're going to be so beautiful together while changing colors. Alright, so here is the last petal, the 6th petal. Chain 3 again, 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, chain 3, and slip stitch in that chain 3. You are done with your 4th round. Let's tackle the 5th one. Oh, pretty! I'm going to pull the end yarn and tie a knot so it doesn't unravel and it closes the middle at the same time. No more end yarn. So pretty. Alright, so what you're going to do now is a chain. 1, 2, 3. And you're going to slip stitch at the back in between 2 petals, find a stitch and slip stitch there. We're going to create little loops in the back. We need 8 loops in total. So you're going to find a place, sometimes in between 2 petals, and then sometime in the middle of the petal, and you're going to slip stitch. So at the end of your 5th round, you will have 8 loops. We need 8 loops, we have 6 petals. So you're going to make a chain stitch 3, slip stitch 8 times. And we're working in the back of your flower. This is where we're going to turn this flower. This is how we are going to turn this flower into a square. So it's the base for our little granny. Turning this flower in a little granny. Alright, so you have 8 loops. The last thing that you do for this 5th round is a slip stitch in the first chain 3 loop you had created. Okay, so with your flower facing you, again, you're going to chain 3. It's going to count as your first double crochet. And then inside that chain 3, you are going to make 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochets. And that's going to be the corner of your granny. Then in the next chain 3 space, you're going to make 3 double crochets. Then in the next, you are going to make 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets. That's the second corner. And then in the next chain 3, around that chain 3, you're going to make 3 double crochets. See, 1 corner, 2 corners. Let's do the 3rd one now. 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. Go to the next loop. We have 3 corners now. 3 double crochets around the next chain 3 loop. And then the last corner, 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. See how this is turning into a granny? Love it. And still loving the colors. What a beautiful yarn. And your last one is going to be 3 double crochets. Around that chain 3, you're going to slip stitch to end this round on top of the first chain 3 you had made. And you have created your little square. So you're going to take your scissor, you're going to fasten off. And I would suggest taking your tapestry needle and sewing in the tail as you go, because you're going to need many squares. And if you leave it for the end, oh, it's going to be very tedious. So pretty, so pretty, so pretty. So I made a baby blanket. Of course, you can make a twin size blanket, a king size blanket. That would be a project for, that would keep you busy for a while. So that's amazing. But for me, I'm making this blanket for my niece. So I'll tell you exactly how many little flowers I made for this blanket. And I also used a different color yarn because I wanted to just change and make it more interesting. So now for my blanket, I made in total 135 little squares. And I will show you how to assemble them together. Here is the blanket, so we'll assemble them together. I will show you the technique I used to assemble them, to make that kind of a raised border, to assemble my grannies together. And then I will show you how to create the border as well. I would suggest to place your grannies in front of you and choose the color pattern. I used the leftovers that I had from this beautiful yarn, and once I made the pattern on the floor, then I took my Barocco cream comfort yarn, I took my crochet hook, and I took my grannies, 4 grannies. I'll show you with 4, but it's the same, throughout all the blanket. You will work with your flowers, your grannies facing you, so right side facing you. I'll show you how to make a horizontal and a vertical one. So you're going to place your grannies with the wrong side facing each other, right side facing you. Remember, at the corner we had 3 chains, so take the middle of the 3 chain, pass your crochet hook through the back loop of the stitch from the granny facing you, and then the one further away from you, you're going to pass the part of the stitch that is closer to you. You made a knot and you're going to join. All right, chain 1, you joined your corner. Now what you're going to do is take right there, you see that part of the granny that is further away from you, and you're going to take the part of the V-stitch that is closer to you, so the front of the V-stitch, and then opposite you're going to take the back of the V-stitch like so. Yarn over through all of the loops and repeat. So you take up, going from right to left and left to right. Again, right to left. Here you go. And then the matching stitch left to right. Yarn over through all. And that is it, my friends. This is the way you are going to join your grannies together. So let's go all along the granny, matching stitch to stitch, and like that you create this little border at the same time that you assemble. I like the contrast with the white color, but of course you could, if you want a more seamless, use the same color you use for the flower. I really like the contrast with the white. It's crisp, it's fresh, and I love it. All right, so you continue all along like that. And I will show you how to add the next granny. The last stitch for this granny will be again the middle one of the chain 3 of the corner you had made for this granny. Then you're going to grab the 2 next ones and you're going to continue assembling the same way. Again, find the middle stitch of your corner, remember? And you continue the same way, all right? Just try to pull a little on your yarn so you don't have a gap between the 2. Come back to the center, Anu. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ay, 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 caramba. There you go, let's try again. Oh, sorry if you hear the garbage truck. Very important man coming to take our garbage. Here you go. Voila. So find a corner stitch and you continue the same way you assembled. And so my blanket had horizontally 9 grannies and vertically 15 grannies. So you're going to take 15, so 30 grannies in total, and you're going to assemble them. And this is what your work will look like. So 2, 2, 2, take the next 2, and you just continue like so with your 30 grannies, and then I'll show you how to do. Now we did horizontally, and now once you're done assembling all your grannies like so in a row, you just turn them like that. Imagine you have 30 grannies going up, and then you're going to do the rest exactly the same way, but this way. So rows and rows and rows of assembling. So when you do, let's say you have made your horizontal one and you want a vertical one or the opposite. To go over the one you already made, you're going to just chain 1 and then you're going to continue assembling the same way you had done before. You're creating a little bridge to go over the one you had made before. That is it. And then you continue the same way I showed you. Picking up. Here we go. And then the next. And voila. So for me, as I said, I had 9 grannies over 15, 135 in total. I will meet you once you have assembled all your grannies. And here we go. Look how gorgeous. I love this way of assembling. It creates a really nice frame for the grannies, gives a little 3D effect. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And now we are ready to create the border. And I wanted the border to be that crisp white again, so I'm taking that same yarn I used to assemble, and I'm going to join at the corner. So you have your slip knot, you can go around the corner, pass your crochet hook around the corner, like underneath, and join chain 1. Voila, you're joined. And then now in each and every one of the stitch, you're going to single crochet. This will be the base of your border. So right on top of each and every one of the double crochet, you're making a single crochet. Now I'll show you what you do when you reach the corner. Then you make a single crochet right there where you had your little assembly line right there, and you're going into the loop of where you assembled of your little row, and then you continue in around the chain of the next corner of the next granny. So that is what you do. So you go again, I'll show you again, you go and the single crochet on top of each double crochet, beginning around the corner right there, see, around the corner. Now you take the loop of one of the loops, or you go underneath, whatever you want. You make a single crochet there, then you go to the next corner of the next granny and you continue. And this is what you're going to do all along. I'll show you what to do when you reach the corner of the blanket. This is what it looks like. So pretty, right? So it's framing your blanket and it's going to be the base of your border. Super easy. So pretty. Oh, love, 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 love. All right, you're at the corner of your blanket. So you see that chain? Around the chain, you're going to be making 1, 2, and 3. That is it. And then now it's the long side of your blanket and you continue the way I showed you. And I will meet you once you go all around your 4 sides of your blanket. Okie dokie, so now you reach the first stitch you had created, slip stitch, and you're going to chain 1. Now you're going to do another round of single crochet, but you're going to do it only in the front loop. You have the right side of your blanket facing you, and you're going to do another round of single crochet all around your blanket, but by taking only the front part of your loop. We will use the back loop later. I'll show you how. Making a single crochet only in the front loop. When you reach a corner, you see, you remember we had made 3 single crochet in the corner. What you're going to do is a single crochet, a chain 2, and a single crochet in that corner stitch, and then you continue front loop only, single crochet all around. Alright, the next rounds, actually we're crocheting in the rounds, will be half double crochets, and you make as many rows as half double crochets as you wish, depending on the size of the border you want. I think I had 3 rounds of half double crochet, if I'm not mistaken, but it's your choice. You can make your border as narrow or as wide as you wish. Now we're doing half double crochets, right? Alright, so you make 3 rounds of half double crochet. There's no need of making anything in the corner. You can go round and round and round. I lost footage of what we do for the 6th round of half double crochet, and for that round you will only do your half double crochet for 1 round, but in a back loop only. And that will create that fold to begin to make the second half of your border, because you're going to be folding it in half, and it will make for a really nice sturdy border. So for your 6th round, you're going to take only the back loop, and you're going to half double crochet all around, and then that will be folding like that. And then 7, 8, 9, 10 will be rounds of half double crochets all around, and I will show you what to do for round 11. And you see how it folds right down, right like that. So you make as many rounds as you have made to match the front part of your border before you had made that round in back loops only. It will fold neatly. Okay, you remember the first round, no, it was the 2nd round, sorry, where we had only made single crochet around in the front loop only. Now it is time to use the back loop. So for that last round, what you're going to do is you're going to pass your crochet hook through the stitch, so match stitch to stitch, pass through the stitch, and then through the back loop we had left, and yarn over and through all your loops. All right, I'm going to put my hand in the middle so you see a little better. Hold on 1 second, hold on 1 second. Oh yeah, and there you go. Okay, sorry about that. So you pass your crochet hook through the stitch and then through the loop we had left, the back loop, and try to match stitch to stitch. There you go. Yarn over through all the loops, pass through the stitch, through the loop we had left, yarn over and through all the loops, and you're going to do that all around, and just like that you will be done with your border. This is what your blanket will look like. You can leave it like that. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous. I wanted to make those little baubles, little balls all around to add that extra touch, and I'll show you how to do it. So you take your crochet hook and your blue yarn or whatever color of your choice, you make a slip knot and you join at the corner. So pass your crochet hook through the corner and then through the loop, pass it back through the stitch of the corner, and then you're going to chain 3. There you go. So you have chain 3 in total, and in the first chain you had made, the blue chain, you're going to make a double crochet omitting the last part, and in that same stitch you're going to make 4 more. So you will have 6 loops on your crochet hook, and another, that's the 4th, and then you're going to make a 5th, and you're going to yarn over and go through all the loops on your hook, and then you're going to make a slip stitch in the next 3 stitches. As you see, I am working on the loop we had left when we folded our border. Remember, we had only worked in the back loop, that's the front loop, that's where I am working. And in the next stitch you slip stitch, then you chain 3 and you repeat. So in that first chain you make 5 double crochets, omitting the last step. You will have 6 loops on your crochet hook. Once you have 6 loops, you yarn over through all the loops, and then you make a slip stitch in the next chain, in the next 3 stitches. And here you go, you create those little, they're little baubles actually, and that's what you're going to do all around your blanket. And that is it, my friends. So I will meet you once you do that all around the blanket. That is it. Once you're done, you are fastening off, sewing in the loose tail. I have asked, of course, my mother-in-law to line it with fleece to make it soft and beautiful on both sides. And voila, I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial as much as I have enjoyed creating it for you. I'm looking forward to many, many more. In the meantime, happy crochet. Mwah! The written pattern will be on my blog as usual, and I will see you next time. Bye! Oh, I feel like my eyes are going like that. I think it's because of the light I have going on there. Ah, I see stars in my eyes right now. The other day I just filmed the whole video and then it was really nice too. An introduction, I think it was the last video I posted. Well, what was the last video I posted? Oh yeah, my luxury yarn haul, and yeah, and then I edited and I was blurry. It's a bad joke. So hopefully I'm not blurry today. What did I want to tell you? Allergy season is back. Allergy season is back. It's always bittersweet, right? I'm super happy. I love the spring, but then my allergies come back. And it's the headache. And it's not corona, it's not COVID. It's allergies. Because when I take Zyrtec or whatever, always bittersweet, guys. Always bittersweet. But this is just sweet.